Hello everybody, I'm Marina, White Raven, and here's a picture to prove they do exist. They're actually a real bird, so I like this image. So to begin our practice, the bells. And hello Tracy, nice to see you here. Let's begin standing, so just take a moment to find your things, make your space, gather whatever you need, and let's just arrive. Feel your feet on the ground. Put your feet about hips width apart, and remember that's this measurement, not this measurement, your hip joint, knees and ankles, okay? Let's just lift the toes and place them down. We'll just start really focusing and centering before we start moving around. Let's just feel the breath. Now just to free up a little bit of tension or release some, let's breathe in, lift the shoulders up. Squeeze, 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 and out through the mouth. Yeah. Instantly feel a tiny bit better, so let's do that again. In through the nostrils, hold, and then out through the mouth. Good, let's try that again. Breathing in, squeeze, 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 and out through the mouth. Let's just move and breathe together to get ourselves connecting the body and the breath. Breathing in, lift the arms up, look up, bring the hands together, turn the palms and bring the palms down. The palms are facing down as you come down. You can continue with that, or if you want to, you can come up onto your toes. And as you're breathing in, extending the arms up, you're extending up, you're not just lifting them up. Breathing out, keep the breath in and out through the nostrils, okay? So breathing in, you're opening the palms up, you're lifting them up to the heavens. Lift up and then turn the palms and come down. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. Let's do this a couple more times. Notice where your mind is at. Notice how your body feels. Notice your energy. Notice it. See if we can just accept how we feel right now. When we actually acknowledge our feelings, our senses, our body, our breath, our emotions, they are allowed to move, particularly the emotions. You know, it's an emotional time, fraught time, so giving that emotion some attention, noticing it, maybe hopefully being able to hold ourselves and our emotions so they can move, they can have motion. It's easier said than done, but just, it's always worth trying, right? Always worth trying. One more breath in, lifting up, and then slowly letting the arms come down to the ground, heels come down to the ground. Okay. Let's just take the hands to the shoulders, get a bit of rotation and movement in the shoulders. Breathing in, lifting the elbows up, breathing out, rolling them down. So we're trying to get the elbows as close together at the front and trying to make these circles with the elbows as big as possible. And incorporate the breath in that, breathing in. And make it really slow. Make it as slow as you can manage. Yeah, how slow can you go? Slow. That is what I think is, everything can be improved by slowing down. Give it a try. Let's go the other way now. Breathing in, lifting the elbows up, breathing out, rolling them down. See if you can explore and see how much you can improve your range of movement just by giving it some attention, noticing, giving it some breath, and just giving your body a chance to catch up. The body will give you a bit more space if you take time with it, if you pay attention to it. Good. And then we're just going to give the hands a little shake. The wrists to shake out. Rotate the wrists a few times. Look at your hands as you do this. You know, focus on your body. Remember, you've got a body here, and it is able to do different things. Good. And then we're going to see if we can just do this other movement with the arms as well. So we bring the arms together, hands together at the front. Let the head just drop a little bit, and on the in-breath, we're going to open up the chest, open up the heart. Even look up, open the hands as wide as they can, and then breathing out, bring the hands back. Keep the knees nice and soft, slightly bent even. Breathing in, open up. Open the heart, open the chest. Breathing out, bringing the hands back, dropping the head down. So we're opening up the front of the chest, and we're also opening up between the shoulder blades, the back of the heart. So we're creating lots of space around the heart, capacity. Yeah, breathing out. To hold all of this. Breathing in, expansion, and breathing out. Let's do one more of these. Breathing in and breathing out. Notice how you feel, let the hands drop. Let's do a little release again, so half breath. Keep the feet, hips width apart. You're breathing in, you're lifting the arms up, stretch up to the ceiling, look up, and on the out breath, through the mouth, no slow, I'm bending the knees and letting everything flop down. And do this in your own time, breathing in, fresh new breath, empty everything out, on that out breath, on that ha, make it very vocal. Breathing in, yeah, some of you might be having a really vocal time, that's great, do it. Let out all of that tension, all that worry, all that negativity, anything that's getting in your way of breathing freely and feeling your body. You can just throw that into the ground and it will transform. A couple more, breathing in, strong in breath, look up, breathing out, empty everything out on that one big ha breath. One more, breathing in, out through the mouth. Good. And then we're just going to do a little cross crawl, a short version of this. So bringing the left knee up, meet it with the opposite hand. A little bit of brain gym, coordination, coordinating the body with the mind. So we're just lifting that knee right up high as we can, moving it quite quickly as well, just to get a bit of heat in the body, bit of mobilization, and then we're going to extend the leg out and meet the toe, so the opposite hand. So if you're lifting your left leg, it's the right arm that's meeting that leg. Cross crawl. Good. Move at the pace that feels comfortable for you. You can do it much faster or much slower than me. That's up to you. Then we're going out to the side. Leg comes out, left leg comes out to the side. The other arm, the opposite arm comes over the head. So you're getting lots of length here. Breathing in and out all the time through the nostrils. Don't hold your breath. Notice when you hold your breath. And just keep it moving. Keep that flow. Keep the breath in and out through the nostrils. Now let's bring the knee up. And it's crossing the midline of the body, so the elbow can go over the other side of that knee. So getting very small. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. You might be getting quite warm now. That's good. We're limbering and getting the energy up. Now we're going to open up the other way. So we'll open up the shoulder and also the hip, but opposite sides of the body. So it's a lovely diagonal across the body. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. Feel your body. Notice as you move, things start to become a bit more easy, a bit more lubricated. The joints may be less clicky. Oiling the joints. Motion is lotion. It's a silly phrase, but it's very memorable. And then the last one, the fun one, which definitely involves smiling, is you bend your knee, take the foot behind that leg, give it a smack, the other arm goes over the head, and then you swap feet. And a little tip is stay on the ball of the foot, because then you get this nice springiness. And you will definitely smile doing this, because it just feels very Morecambe and Wise. Good. And slowly come to a stop. I'm just going to straighten my mat out because it's gone a bit rumpled. Take a moment just to stand, see how you feel. Breathe in through nostrils, out through the mouth. Okay, just let yourself settle a little bit there. So we're just going to, actually let's just do something else as well. Just going to do this little bit of energising. So pummeling the backs of the hands on the lower back. Give them that little pummel. Just bring up your energy, and then also rubbing the knuckles either side of the spine there. Going as high or as low as you need to there. Just enjoy that little bit of energy, that little bit of Kundalini energy as well. Giving that a little bit of attention, letting it rise in you. Good. And then just pummel the chest a little bit with fingers or soft fists, whichever you prefer. The whole chest area. Brighten. Lighten. Yeah, heart may feel heavy. Mind may feel foggy, busy, confused, tense. We have to work hard to practice and to find some kind of equilibrium so that we can function better and be useful to and loving to ourselves. Self-care, self-love, an essential ingredient is discipline, self-discipline. So practicing every day, that's love for yourself and actually for other people. I'm going to stand at the front of the mat, ready for some standing postures. Take a moment there, find your feet, bring your attention into your feet, lift the toes so you physicalise that, feel the ground beneath you. Take a moment, put the weight onto the left foot, we're going to step back with the right foot. Remember these right angles. Right foot is at a right angle to the left. Square the hips to the long edge of your mat, breathe in, lift the arms, lift the chest, breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height, breathing in, open the palms, open the chest. Broadly, breathing out, reaching over to the left and down. That's out breath. Connect your left hand with anywhere you've reached on your leg, and then reach up from there with the right hand, palm facing forward, forward being the long edge of the mat there, and where your body is facing. Keeping that right hip back, softening the knees, don't lock the knees, but breathe. Soften the knees, feel the ground with the feet, lift the toes up. Look up to the ceiling, or look up to the fingers there, extending, if your neck feels okay, otherwise have the head forwards. Use the in-breath to come up, out-breath, lower the arms down. Bend into the right knee, bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Take a moment here. Other side now, shifting the weight onto the right foot, going to step back with the left. Square the hips to the long edge of the mat, breathing in, lift the arms up, lift the chest, breathing out, keep that lift in the chest, but keep the shoulders down. Breathing in, open the palms, open the chest. Breathing out, reaching over to the right and down. Make contact with the lower leg, frontal back of hand, reaching up with the left hand. Turn the head to look up at that left hand, keep dropping that left shoulder back. Strong in the belly, strong in the back. Feel that lovely openness coming into the left side, the left waist particularly. Breathe deeply, soften the knees. Feel the feet on the ground. Breathe deeply. Good. Use the in-breath to come back up. Lower the arms on the out-breath. Bend into the left knee. Bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Take a moment there. We're going to come into a reverse triangle. So we're still going to step into that. Take a moment to breathe. Put the weight onto the left foot. We're going to step back with the right foot. Both feet now are going to face forwards, directly forwards. To the long edge of the mat, hips are facing forwards. Parallel feet. Okay, so breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest. Breathing out, turn to your left and look down over the left leg. And then breathing out, you're going to take the right hand down to the outside of your left leg. So you're kind of in a twist, and then you reach up with the left hand. If you have a block or you have a book you can use, you can hold on to that. It doesn't matter where you are on your leg, but just try and press the outside of it if you can. Breathe. This is a strong posture, so we're not going to stay there so long. We're not going to swing back up to standing. We're going to bend forwards and put one hand on top of each foot. So we're coming into a wide leg forward bend. You can take the hands to the centre if you want. Come up on the fingertips as you breathe in, look forwards, and breathing out. Forward bend a little bit. Come up again, breathing in. Onto the fingertips, look forwards, straighten the back, strong belly, breathing out, forward bend. Okay. So we're going to come up with a straight back this time. So soften the knees slightly, take the hands to the waist or the hips, lift your gaze to look directly forwards, lifting the elbows, so you're straight back, strong legs, strong buttocks, particularly strong abdomen to support the back. If you feel like you need more support, put the hands on the lower back. Breathe out. On the in-breath, lift up. And breathe out through the nostrils. Good. We're going to go the other side now. Stay where we are. Breathing in, lift the arms up. In-breath, out-breath. Bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, and then breathing out, twisting around to the right, looking down the outside of your right leg. Breathe in here. And the left hand comes down to the outside of the right leg. Reaching up with the right hand, you can turn your head to look up at that right hand if your neck is okay with that. Otherwise, just look forwards. Breathe deeply. Dig deep with your breath. Good. On the next out breath, just bend forwards, bring one hand on top of each foot. This time we're just going to come into a wide leg forward bend, so bend the knees, let the body hang, let the head hang heavy, breathe in through the nostrils and sigh out through the mouth. Knees are bent, upper body is completely hanging forwards, particularly the neck, let it go, let the head go, feel and experience the weight of this big heavy head, and just allow the space to be created in your spine. Keep the knees bent as you slowly lift, lifting from the base of the spine, breathing all the time in and out through the nostrils. Let the arms hang, let the head hang. Keep the knees bent as long as you can. Keep breathing. Slowly lift up through your spine, travelling and unravelling till you come to standing. And then you can just bring the feet together or jump the feet together, however you want. Give the legs a little shake. Good. Let's come into another standing posture. We're going to come into warrior, a couple of warriors. Yeah, let's do a couple of warriors. So we're going to do Virabhadrasana warrior, which means warrior 2. So it's a big step back. So reset at the front of your mat. Put the weight on the left foot. Take a big step back with the right foot. Or you might want to take a couple of steps. Right foot is not at a right angle now. It's pointing much more forwards. Forwards being the front of your mat where you've just come from. Square the hips to themselves, so rather than having them out of line, and also to the long edge of the mat. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, to the chest, fingertip to fingertip is expanding, and then look down the left arm, breathing out, bending into the left knee. As that left knee comes forward, really feel that other force moving away from that knee. The knee's going to one way, and the right heel is pushing back the other way. So you're getting this dynamic between them. This will help you in the warrior, keep you really strong, extending fingertip to fingertip. Check down the back arm, make sure it's not kind of giving up. Instead, extend, brightly, energy. Arms are strong, shoulders down, neck is upright, not leaning forwards with the body. Stay there if you can handle it. Keep going a bit lower with the hips. Now come up on the in-breath. Lower the arms on the out-breath. Bend into the right knee, you're going to come back to the front of the mat. Breathe in and breathe out. Take a moment there. So I'm going to step back with the left foot this time, so put the weight onto the right, get ready for that. Big step back with the left. Again, just set your feet, both pointing as much forward as possible. Breathing in, lift the arms up, lift the chest. Breathing out, bring the arms down, drop the shoulders. Breathe in, to the chest. Breathing out, look down that right arm, bending into the right knee. It's going the same direction as your toes. Don't let the knee collapse inwards, so to the left. In fact, keep opening it. You should see the big toe of that right foot on the inside of that knee when you look down. All the time, taking some weight back into that left foot, the back leg is really strong, it's your anchor. Good, drop down, breathe. Feel your strength, feel your stability. Feel your breath in your body. Yeah, breathe, feel it. Come up on the in-breath. Lower the arms on the out-breath. Bend into the left knee. Bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Okay. We started off straight in. So we're going to have a little repose now. Coming into a squat. Remember, you've got options. Some of you, when you come into a squat, will have your feet flat, like this. Some of you will be like this, with the heels off the ground. If that is you, please put some cushions or books or blocks underneath them. Be supported, otherwise it doesn't feel good. And you can't actually relax and restore if you're kind of teetering. So just let your body hang forwards between the knees. Breathe into the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. Let the head hang there. Yeah, give it some size if you want to. So this is releasing the hips. And put the weight into the hands in front of you. Coming into a ragdoll. So remember the ragdoll? With the knees bent and letting the whole body hang forwards. It feels so good. It's so refreshing for the spine, to do this. So do this any time of the day you feel like you need a little bit of release. You'll feel your back gets a little bit longer. Keep the knees bent, lifting up from the base of the spine. Think about the sun shining on the lower back and it's just climbing up through the spine. Feel your energy rising like a little flower, like the stalk is just lifting, feeling inspired by the sun and by its nourishment from the earth. Good. And a big smiley, flowery face is coming up. Yeah. Okay, we're going to come into, I said we'd do 2 warriors, so we're going to do another one. We're going to do Peaceful Warrior, one of my favourite postures. I love this, because I love the opening when we get in the side. So just take a moment, stand at the front of the mat again. Weight onto the left, big step back with the right foot. So we're getting ready for Peaceful Warrior. It starts the same as the Warrior 2 we just did. So breathe in, lift the arms up. Breathe out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest. Breathing out, look down the left arm, bending into the left knee, pushing into that back foot. Now try and keep that bend in that front knee when we come into Peaceful, which we're going to do now. So breathe in. On the out breath, reach back with that right hand and down. Let it go down and meet the leg. Then at the same time, you see the left arm is just coming up anyway, and I turn my palm to face the back of the mat, or to face the mat. So it's facing downwards and it's reaching as if it wants to reach the back of the mat. What will happen probably is that front leg will start to straighten. Don't let it. Try and stay in Warrior. And if it's okay for your neck, look up at the ceiling on the inside of that arm. You could lean quite heavily onto that back leg. If it's strong, if you're really grounding that down. Enjoy the length you're creating in the left side. Now we're going to use the in-breath to come back to Warrior. So breathe in, lift the arms back up, find your Warrior again. Good. And breathe out. Breathing in, straighten the legs, breathe out, lower the arms down, bend into the right knee, bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Take a breath. Other side. Take the weight onto the right foot, step back, big step with the left foot. Square the hips, breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest. Breathing out, bending into the right knee. Don't forget to push some weight back into that back foot, the left foot. So find your strong, stable Warrior first, then breathe in. On the out breath, reaching back with that left hand and down. Make contact with the back leg. Reach up with the right hand. Let the palm turn to face the back of the mat, and then it's going to face the ground actually once you start reaching over the body. Look up on the inside of the arm, strengthen that left buttock, strengthen that left leg, really strong, but breathe, so give it some breath, give it some space. We're not tense or rigid, we're alive and vibrant. Use the in-breath to bring yourself back up. Strong in-breath, and then out-breath, sink into the posture which we were just in, the warrior two. Then breathe in, straighten the legs. Breathing out, lower the arms down slowly. Bend into the left knee. Bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Let's have a shake of the legs. Take a moment, let's just reconnect and gather ourselves for a moment. Just check your feet. Notice where your mind is wandering off, if it is. And just bring your focus of attention to your feet. Just lift them up and lift your toes up and place them down. So we're going to do a bit of moving and breathing with these, but we're going to do it slightly differently. So we started off with these breathing in, lift the arms up, breathing out, lower the arms down. You can do that with me. And first of all, we're going to do that with lifting the heels off the ground, pushing up on the toes. So you can do that with me, breathing in, breathing out. We'll just do a little interlude here to connect the body with the breath again. Breathing in, lifting the palms up. Bring the palms together over the head. Turn the palms go down. Slowly down with the heels. So breathing in, you're going to lift the heels off the ground, push up off the toes, reach up with the hands, palms together, and then breathing out through the nostrils, slow and steady breath. And the heels come down slow and steady. Now let's see if we can just do one more of these, and then we'll do a slight variation. Breathing in all the way up. Breathing out, palms facing down, going down to the earth, heels come down. Now this time, same thing with the arms, but you're going to lift the toes as high as they can go. Breathing in and turn the palms. Toes are coming back down to earth. You'll find when you practice yoga regularly, your feet will change. Funny image then. Not like strange, weird, but really, really much happier feet. Much more agile and open feet. So every time you lift your arms up, breathing in, lift the toes. If you want, you can actually look up because it's less challenging balance-wise. As you breathe in and breathing out, you can bring your gaze back to the front. Let's do one more of these. Lifting the toes, lifting the arms, lifting the breath. Inhale. Look up, stretch up. Breathing out, slowly bring the toes down, slowly bring the arms down. We've just collected ourselves again. Okay, time for a balance. So I would say it's a challenging balance. It's going to be dancer today. So really this is back bend, but also there's a lot going on with the front of the hip flexor there, so get ready for this. And also use a wall if you need one, or a chair, whatever's easier. So we're going to start off, we'll start off standing on the right foot. I always do it the other way around, so I'm going to challenge myself. So just get yourself stable on your right foot, so it's all the weight's on the right foot, just steadying yourself with the left. And then when you're ready, so find something for your eyes to fix on, a fixed point, and make sure you're breathing evenly, not holding your breath. Now just lift that left foot off the floor and take hold of the foot. If your foot if you're not able to reach your foot, you can actually place a pajama cord. If you have a yoga strap, obviously you can use that, a pajama cord, and hold on to it, or you can take hold of your trouser if it's longer. Okay? I know everyone's got different flexibilities. So once you've got hold of that foot, and again you can have choices, outside grip or inside grip. Inside grip, the thumb of the left hand goes back. Once you're here, see if you can just level the hips and the shoulders, so rather than having that pulled back, the left shoulder pulled back, level. Now, if you want to stay there, you can stay there. That's already quite a strong balance for some people. Breathing in, lift the arm up. As you lift that right arm up, elevate, lift up through the body. Now try and keep that arm in line with the body as you breathe out and lean forwards. As you lean your body forwards, not just the arm coming forwards, then you start to take that heel, or that foot, away from the body. So we're getting this lovely back bend, openness in the shoulders. It's a strong balance, so if you want to hold onto a chair to support you, or a wall, that's fine, okay? If you want to also, a little detail, you can make a connection with your thumb and first finger, this little mudra, it's kind of nice, and spread the other fingers out. Just gives you that point of focus, that connection. Breathe, ungrip the toes. Use the in-breath to come back up, lifting the arm up, but keeping hold of that foot. On the out breath, lower that right arm down, and then slowly lower that left leg down. Give the legs a little shake. Breathe. Yeah. So other side now. Putting the weight onto the left foot, take some time to come into the balance. You get to appreciate a lot more things, otherwise you're just rushing into things. So we approach a lot of life. So enjoy the feeling of your foot sinking into the ground. Lift the toes, place them down. Find a point for your eyes to focus on. Breathe in and out through the nostrils. Now take hold of that foot. I'm going to demonstrate the inside grip now. That right thumb is going backwards, you see. Level the knees, level the shoulders. Breathe in, lift the left arm up. Extend up to the ceiling. And now as you breathe out, you're going to pivot from the hips. Lean forwards. Make a connection between the thumb and the first finger if you want to do that, and spread the fingers out. Now, if you want to have leaned forward as far as you feel comfortable, you might want to bend that standing knee, that helps the balance. And then start to take that right heel away from the body. And that might feel hard, but that will help your balance actually. That dynamic, that extension, kicking up the right toe to the ceiling will help your balance. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Breathe deeply. Ungrip your toes. Now use the in-breath to come back up. Lower the arms on the out-breath. And slowly lower the right leg down. This is a strong, challenging balance. So you can always work it in stages. Let's just take a little interlude to come into a ragdoll again. So remember, the chin comes to the chest. Imagine and feel, we'll just see if you can feel the weight of the head, as if your head is the thing pulling you down. And let the hands be on the thighs, slide them down the legs, knees are bent, head is coming down to the ground. You can either let your arms hang, you can hold the elbows, or you can place your elbows on your knees, whichever you prefer. Feet are nice and comfortable and grounded. Let the body hang, let the head, and particularly just give way to the neck, just let it really hang there. Let's just do a little gentle sway. It's not a strong sway. We're doing a slow sway so that we can feel the body. We just swing fast. We're not actually really connecting with our body and our breath. Breath is still moving in and out through the nostrils, nice and easy and even. And we're just swaying. And you can make that sway as big or as small as you want. And just see how it impacts on your back, on your shoulders. Breathing all the time. And this rocking motion is very soothing as well, just rocking, taking the weight from one foot to the other. And then just come to a stillness in the center. And again, imagine that beautiful sunshine shining on the base of the spine, saying, wake up. And it's lifting your and warming your spine, slowly traveling up through the spine. Keep the knees bent as long as you can. Leave the arms hanging forward, leave the head hanging forwards. Until you're finally standing tall and spacious in your spine. Oh, watch how that feels good. Breathe in through nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. Good. Let's just take a few shoulder rotations just to ease out that little bit. Make sure we haven't gathered any more tension in the shoulders, just taking the shoulders around. The arms aren't doing this, you're not lifting the elbows. The shoulders are lifting, squeeze them around. Breathing in, lift the shoulders up. Breathing out, also through the nostrils, lower them down. Bring them forwards, yeah, enjoy just squeezing out any tension that's there. And you might want to go forward with those shoulders as well. Good. Enjoy your body. So let's move on to another posture. Been quite strong today. Your legs will certainly feel this, which is good. We want to get those legs, giving them some energy, giving them, developing that strength and stability. Do a lot of work, these legs. So we're going to come into the chair posture. So feet again. The ankles are sitting underneath the knees are sitting underneath the hip joints. So feet are parallel as well. On the in-breath, lift the arms up. Extend the fingertips to the ceiling, look up. Now as you breathe out, you're going to imagine there's a chair behind you, which your bottom is going to just try and reach. As you do that, your arms are going to try and stay in line with your body. You'll have to be very strong in your abdominals to do this. Trying to make sure your knees don't come together or splay out. They're staying going in the same direction as your toes. And you can let your neck be in line with your arms, so you're looking down at the ground. Strong in the belly, strong in the legs, strong in the buttocks. Breathe, breathe. If you want to come out there anytime, I'm not going to know. But if you want to stay strong, if you really want to work, you can stay with it a little bit longer. Breathe deeply. This will really work. In and out through the nostrils. Now use the in-breath to lift you up. And then that feel good afterwards. Breathing out, lower the arms down. Phew. Let's have a little moment just to release the lower back. So put the hands on the lower back. The fingers are pointing downwards, so supporting yourself. Bring the elbows back, open these wings up, open the chest. Soften the knees, and we're just going to push the hips forwards. Open the whole front of that body there. And keeping the neck in line, so don't throw your head back, it's too much. You don't need that. This is just a little small counter pose. We're trying to make this spine really long, so we're lifting the chest. Breathe. Now use the in-breath to come back up. And release everything. Good. Well done, everybody. Just checking the time. Okay, you're good. I think this is a good moment to probably come to the ground, but we're going to come down slowly. Okay. So bring the arms out in front of you. So similar to what we've just done, extend the fingers out, but bring the shoulders back. Make sure the feet are hips width apart still. Feel your feet. Breathe in. On the out breath, you're going to slowly lower the body down, as if you're sitting on a seat. So you're counteracting the bottom coming back by taking the hands forwards. Slow as you can. Keep breathing in and out. Don't hold your breath. And make sure you take your hands behind you when you need to, okay? So take the hands behind you. Bring the legs out in front of you. Bounce the knees up and down. Good. So we're going to come into forward bend. We're going to do this variation. So bend the right knee. Got my prop here for those of you who need it, to remind you. Bend the right knee and bring that into the body. Now you're going to let that right knee come out to the side and go onto the ground. Some of you, if your knee is up here, you need to put a cushion, maybe a folded up cushion or a couple of cushions, so it's supported. Otherwise you're going to feel like there's tension there. So please do that if you find that's going on. The foot is just touching the inside of that left thigh. Now, also, the left toes are pointing up to the ceiling, not out to the side, so the back of the leg is there. So we're going to try and bring the body more in line with this outstretched leg by doing the twist. And the twist is always happy making for the spine. So we take the left hand behind us. Notice how I've got that, you might not be able to see, but I've got the inside of my forearm connected with my lower back, supporting me and making me sit up straight rather than leaning back as if I'm on a beach. So now take the right hand on the outside of the left knee. Breathe in, lift the chest, lengthen the body, shoulders down, head on top of the body, not forwards. And on the out breath, we're going to think about that left shoulder coming around to the left. Keep the shoulders down, and then let the head follow, let the neck follow. But the shoulder goes first. So we're getting a full twist. Once you're as far as you comfortably can go, even taking the nose and the eyes around it, but on the out breath, the in breath is where you're lengthening the spine, lifting the chest. Out breath is where you're making that bit of effort, kind effort, and a little twist, deeper twist. One more breath in, and untwist to the front. Magically, my body is much more in line with my leg. I can't see you, but hopefully that's happening for you too. So we're going to come down this leg by, in a gentle way, walking our hands down this leg. Try and stay in contact with your toes by looking at them, not looking at the knee, okay? And keep your shoulders back. The chest is leading here. If you take your shoulders forward, you've kind of lost the whole idea of the posture. And you're kind of staying with your old, not so useful conditioning of trying to get somewhere, that being the goal as being the important thing. The goal is not important. The goal is a navigation point, so it's not really that important. It's more finding your edge, where your body goes, stop. Thank you, body, for stopping me, hurting myself. And then you soften into that by breathing out. That's why I love these seated forward bends, because you can learn so much about your breath, the power of your breath. And ultimately, you know, if you want to go for advanced yoga, the advanced version of this is to surrender. Easier said than done, right? Breathing in, lengthen, come away from the leg a little bit. Breathing out, just see if you can go a little bit deeper into that forward bend by lengthening the out breath. That's what it's about. Lengthen the out breath. Breathing in deeply. Slow down and lengthen the out breath. Squeeze that last bit of out breath out. See if there's a bit of space your body will give you at the end of that out breath. Body takes time. You know, we expect so much of it and, you know, shock it so much. But when we give it a bit of time and breath, it will make space for us and give us more flexibility, suppleness. Now we're going to come back up the leg, walk the hands back up the leg. Nice and easy. Lift that right knee up. Bend the left knee. And let's just hug the knees. Drop your head to the knees and just enjoy that feeling of hugging yourself, you know. It feels good, we forget, you know, just by actually really giving ourselves some love, hugging ourselves, especially if we don't have anyone else around to hug. It really does. It does take a little bit of edge off. It's really worth doing. And just dropping the head down to release the back of the neck. Good. Then extend the right leg out, toes pointing towards the ceiling, and then bringing that left knee in, holding that in quite tightly as much as you can, and letting that knee fall out to the side. Again, putting pillows or cushions underneath or blocks underneath that knee to support it if it's not comfortable, if it's kind of high up in the sky. Just get onto your sitting bones. Now we're going to do the twist. Right hand comes behind, close to the body with the fingers or the fingertips, whatever's there. Left hand on the outside of the right knee, breathing in, lengthen, lift the chest, shoulders down. On the out breath, bring that right shoulder back, out breath, out breath. Let the head follow that shoulder, the neck follow that shoulder, and then breathe in, lengthen. Brightness and aliveness into that spinal column, shoulders down, breathing out, twisting a little deeper. Is there a little bit more space your body's giving you? You can push against the outside of that knee, but not forcing, you know. And just use that to support you. Notice if you're pushing or forcing. Notice if you're getting very short in your breath. If you are, or if you're feeling your body is shaking, come back a little bit. Don't go into those places. That is not, we're not really practicing yoga, we're practicing something completely different. Get in communion with your body and breath. One more breath in, and twist to the front. So now forward bend. Let's just walk. So keep the toes pointing upwards, walk the hands down the leg, keep your shoulders back, lead with the chest, look at the toes with your eyes. And imagine your chest is wanting to meet your toes and your base of your spine wants to go to the wall behind you. You can have your hands on the ground or hold the leg, whichever feels better for you. On the in-breath, lift the body up. Come away from your leg. On the out-breath, take the chest forwards. If you want to get more length in your hamstrings, this is a great way of doing that. It's also a good posture for if you have sciatica. It's a great posture to practice. Again, practice with care and caution. Breathing in deeply, breathe out long and slow. Extend the out breath, breathe all the breath out that's in your body. So once you empty out everything by drawing the belly button back, the next in-breath is much deeper. You've invited a deeper in-breath. So out breath is key. Out breath, it triggers the whole parasympathetic nervous system. That's the restorative, relaxing part of that system. Just by breathing out. That's why I emphasize it so much. It's the the body's language, the breath. Walk the hands back up the leg. Bend that left knee, reach it up. Bend the right knee and just hug both the knees. Just hug the knees, enjoy your body. Breathe in deeply and breathe out through the mouth, release. If you want to, you can come into a little bit of a balance here, so just balancing on your sitting bones. Hug the knees close to your body, this little cosmic egg. Keep the chest open rather than hunching. Keep the chest open, shoulders back. Enjoy that feeling. And it's nice if you kind of have a little bit of wobble, just finding your sitting bones. See if you can really sit forwards onto those, rather than sitting back onto your sacrum. Try and really sit forwards, open the chest. Sitting on that balance point, that pivotal point, and then relax. We're going to just do one more thing here before we lie down and do some slow down everything. So, yes, boat, we're going to come into boat. So this is a strong posture, but we're going to do it slowly. So first of all, take the hands behind the knees. And what you don't want to do again is flop back and come into this bent spine and come back onto your sacrum. You want to sit forwards, open the chest, shoulders back, and just see if you can lift your lower legs up, holding onto the backs of the knees. Now, if you're not feeling this in your abdominals, then you probably have just collapsed in there. So really open the chest, elevate and lift. Imagine the heart's lifting up to the ceiling. See how my neck is in line with my body? And breathe and release. Hug your knees once more. Yes, good, really good to work. Why I emphasise, really focusing on the abdominals so much is because they support the lower back. We want to start developing a healthy relationship between the front and the back of the body. So this time we do the same thing, and you can either go hands free, or you can straighten the legs and hold the legs. So you can take a choice there, whichever you prefer. Or you can hold the legs still, obviously, if you want to. You'll find that's where you're at. So do whatever you feel like you need to do at this stage. We'll do one more after this one. And smile. Breathe, breathe, breathe. You can do it. And then release. Yeah. Oh, it feels good to stop, right? So you feel like you're really working that core. We'll do one more. Again, choose where you want to go to. So keep your body upright, don't forget. Don't lean, don't collapse your shoulders in. Open the chest, it's going upwards to the heart. So you can either bring the lower legs up, hold on to the backs of the knees. You can extend the legs, hold on to the backs of the legs. Or if you want to go for the final, you can go hands free, extending the legs out, opening the chest. Breathe, 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 breathe. Be strong. And then release everything. Oh yeah. Extend the legs out. They might want to have a little bit of a bounce up and down. Oh yeah. Legs, right? Legs have worked today. Doesn't it feel good though for legs to feel so lively? Let's lie down. If you really want to do a last bit of work with your abdominals, extend the fingers towards the toes, or if you want to just lie down, you can lie down on your back. Keep breathing in and out the whole time you're lowering down. Let your body just lay down. And once your head reaches the ground, let go of everything for a moment. And if you feel a good release for the abdominals, which we've just worked quite hard, is taking the arms above the head on the ground. Give yourself, your whole body, a good extension. Breathing in, breathing out, just to give lots of space and release to the whole abdominal area. It feels really good after working. Good. Let the hands be on the ground there. The arms be on the ground, nice and easy. Have the arms as wide as they need to be. I just need to move that chair, it's in my way. The legs are relaxed now. Let the feet fall out to the side. Breathe in through the nostrils. And on the out breath, bring the arms up over the head. And the arms end up being the side of the body. If it's uncomfortable for you to lie flat, keep going, breathing in, lift the arms up. So as the in-breath, the arms are going up. The end of the in-breath, the arms start coming forward. So keep going with that. But if you, like I said, if you feel uncomfortable lying flat, the other option is semi-supine, so with the feet on the floor, so that your back might feel more comfortable like that. You can still keep going with these arms, but it. So you take the choice. Breathing in all the way up. Try and keep the movement of the arms following the breath. So the main thing your mind has to focus on is keeping the breath smooth and steady and even. So in breath as the arms come up, expansion. And as you breathe out, the arms are coming forwards. We're going to slow everything down now. Breathing in all the way up. This is connecting with your body and your breath. Notice if your mind is wandering off. Notice if you're getting bored. And use that noticing, that awareness. That's an arrow pointing you back to your practice. Breathing in all the way up. And it's a really good way of developing your focus and concentration. Good. Next time you find your arms either side of the body, take your time to arrive there, don't hurry. Then you might want to bend your left knee, bend your right knee and hug both the knees. Rock and roll on the lower back. Just enjoy that movement a little bit. Breathe. Okay. Good. Let's extend the legs and arms up to the ceiling. Push the heels up to the ceiling. Draw the toes towards you. Let's just rotate the ankles and wrists all at the same time. So your whole back is glued to the ground here. And the other way. Enjoy that feeling. Just giving lightness to the legs as well, you know, because it just eases the legs. It brings real ease to legs to have them elevated up. Even better, have the legs up against the wall. That's fabulous. Then just hug your knees again and squeeze. Place the soles of the feet on the ground. I'm just going to do a few little moving bridges to ease out anything in the spine. Arms are flat down. Chin is tucked in tight to the chest. Feet are close to the buttocks and they are parallel. I know it's difficult because you can't see them. And they should be hips width apart as well. So those of you who might want to just feel the heels there with your hands, you might want to reach there. The arms or the shoulders are down away from your ears. Chin tucked in. Breathing in, you're going to lift up the hips off the ground. In breath, in breath, in breath. Open the front of the body. And on the out breath, roll down the spine, top the spine down through the vertebrae, roll it down. See if you can discover a really snaky spine. Breathing in, lift up. The knees are going away from you. The chest is coming up towards your chin. Push in the hands, push into the feet. And breathing out, always breathing out through the nostrils, roll down that spine. Just check and make sure that your knees aren't splaying out, even if it's slightly or coming together. So keep the strength in the thighs to really keep that stability. It's not always easy. If you have a block or something, you can place that between the knees if that's something you want to work on. So keeping that even space between the knees. In breath, open, expansive. Out breath, rolling down. Next time you come up, let's see if we can just hold just for a couple of breaths. Those of you who wish to, you can interlink the fingers behind the body, underneath the body on the ground. Bring the elbows very close together. This helps. If you don't, if that's not possible, don't worry. Just stay with what you have. With every in-breath, you see if you can lift up a little bit further. Every out-breath, you just release the breath. And just stay there for a couple of breaths, that's all. Push into the feet. Use your pelvic floor strength. Now we're just going to take the hands back to where they were. One more breath in and roll down slowly on the out breath. Really good. Counter pose by hugging the knees. That's going to feel nice after that. Good. Just rocking and rolling. And let's just do a fair amount of work on the hips today. So we might want to give that a bit of release and also just giving some breath and movement to the hips. Really eases out. So one hand on top of each kneecap here, hug the knees so close into the body. In breath, take the knees away. Out breath, let the knees fall away from each other slowly and bring the knees back into the body. In breath, knees come away. Out breath, let the knees fall away from each other as far as they can, just using the weight of the legs and Bring them back into the body. In breath, inhale, expansive, make space for the air. Out breath, knees, allow the weight of the legs to fall out to the side and bring them back in. Now change direction if you want to, breathing in. Knees come away, breathing out, pulling the knees together, and they're coming into the body. And breathing in. So as the knees come away, we breathe in. And as they pull into the body, we're squeezing the breath out. So also just have a feeling of your breath in your hip joint. And to help that, just close your eyes as you're doing this. Breathing and moving. Just feeling the ease you're bringing into these hip joints. Sometimes these simplest things can bring the most ease and releasing of tension and actually be doing some really important work, you know, in taking care of your body and your well-being and actually your mind in the end, because even when we're working with the body, we're working with the mind all the time, which is why one of the ways of looking at yoga is the science of the mind. Often that's overlooked. Hug the knees, place the soles of the feet on the floor, slide the legs away and come into Shavasana. You might want to put some warmer things on, cover yourself with a blanket. We're going to come into Shavasana, the corpse pose, for the last few minutes. So lying on your back, arms away from the body, palms facing the ceiling. Let the feet fall out to the side. You've worked really hard today. I appreciate your practice. So just see if you can notice the impact of your work today. How does it feel in your body? Maybe take a deep breath in through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Yeah. Close the eyes if they're not already closed. You don't need to see anything. Take your glasses off if you've got glasses. You don't need to see. It's looking inwards now. Feeling your body. Taking your attention around your body. Have a little bit of an explore inside your body. And feel the ground beneath your body is holding you so that you can soften and relax and release. Feel the whole body is softening into the ground. Feel the breath moving in and out through the nostrils. Soft, easy breath. Feel the bellies rising and falling. Chest rising and falling. Just give yourself a few minutes of stillness and quiet and inward focus. Those of you who are thinking about jumping up and doing something, just give yourself these few minutes. I'm here to support you in this moment so that you can just be here now for these few minutes. And just noticing the breath coming in and the breath going out. Breath coming in and breath going out. Never ceases to amaze me that it's just happening all by itself. So there is nothing to do here. Nothing to do, nowhere to be. Just be here now, in this moment together. Breath coming in and breath going out. Nice and easy. Let go of your body. Feel the weight of your body on the ground. Allow it to drop and sink and melt into the floor. Feel the ground, the floor, the sense of that earth that is underneath the building you're in. Or maybe you're lucky enough to be lying on the earth. Just feel the nurture and energy Asato ma sat gamaya. Tamaso ma jyoti gamaya. Mrityorma amritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So just coming back to the present moment. Feeling your body, feeling your breath. Start to wake the body up. Start to move your hands and feet, fingers and toes. Give yourself a good stretch. Breathe in deeply. Bend your knees, hug your knees. Rock and roll on your lower back. Enjoy your body. Feel your body. If you want to come back to seated, finish and close the practice, you can. Maybe roll onto your side, take your time. And when you are seated, you can just ground yourself, earth yourself. I think what that means to me is just come back into your physical, external again. We've gone inwards, now we come outwards because we're in the world dealing with things here. We're not in a cave meditating. That would be nice. And just feel a sense of appreciation for this body, for this life, for this experience, for this breath, and feel a sense of gratitude. Let's bring the hands together, maybe the thumbs gently pressing the heart center, close the eyes, and maybe just think of 3 things in this moment you feel grateful for. Close the eyes. And just see what comes up there. Just listen. What am I grateful for? And see how that feels in the body. How does gratitude feel for you? Where does it sit in the body? And then relax. Namaste. Thank you so much for being with me here today. Well done, and I will see you again. Don't forget the videos are available online on my Facebook page and also White Raven page. Just follow, and if you've got friends, they just need to follow the page and then they can have access. I think they have access anyway. And also on YouTube, so if you check out my YouTube channel, you'll see the videos are all there as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate donations. That's always welcome. That really helps, particularly at the moment for me. And tune in again. Bye bye.